Hello guys, this is Ghana Boy in here. Guys, if it's the first time on this very channel, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the bell notification as well, and always make sure you stay active as to what is going on the continent of Africa and what is going on around the globe as well. Guys, today there is a news coming all the way as usual from South Africa. You know, we are currently in a repatriation mood where South Africans, as usual, saying they're tired of illegal migrants. And at the moment, you have people repatriating themselves and countries repatriating their citizens from South Africa. And today, the almighty Nigeria, almighty, because, you know, I do hear South Africans. No, wait. I'll tell you guys the reason why I added almighty. Watch this video, you understand why I added almighty. Watch this, and then let's come back.
I'm here to bid farewell to Nigeria, to make sure that they are leaving our country, and to say to them, bye-bye Nigeria. Thank you for all you contributed in our country. We did not appreciate the wrongs that you have done, and we hope that you have learned a lesson. And we want to encourage them when they go to other countries, they must take care of other countries. Today we've got zombies in our street as our children because of them. And that has cut deep in our hearts, and that has made us to resent them with all that we have. And we hope that they take a journey safe. Next time they come, they know South Africa loves its people and its country. Well, to others, we say thank you for being here, especially those who took care of our country. But Nigeria, particularly, is because of their behavior and the evil that which they've done in our country. They've hijacked our properties. They've killed our children with drugs. And that is the reason why we are so strong on Nigeria, because of their behavior. Others are better. They live amongst our people. They live in our community. They take care of our things. They're not as horrible as Nigeria is. And Nigeria is horrible. These people are horrible.
So guys, like you just saw or you just heard from this very lady from South Africa, she actually had to follow the Nigerians to the airport where they were actually leaving OR Tambo Airport, and she had to wish them a farewell. According to her, you heard what she said, and you know, the Nigerians so far, information that came earlier was 1,000 Nigerians are being repatriated from South Africa to Nigeria, and today the first batch of 260 Nigerians just landed in Nigeria. And there is a good news for the Nigerians that landed. Some of them, I also saw as well that the state governor of Ondo State in Nigeria is giving each person 1 million naira each to at least support them and, you know, start something in Nigeria to help fix Nigeria, which is a good news to the people that got back from South Africa. On the other hand, as soon as they arrived, a lot has been said. They've said a lot over and over. And I'm going to play several videos to you guys for you to listen to what the Nigerians that came back from South Africa are saying about South Africa. But my favorite is the very first video you are going to watch. The guy spoke, you know, something which personally I think that guy is my friend. He's my Nigerian friend from now. And, you know, apart from the guy, the others also spoke their feelings. Listen to what the Nigerians that came back from South Africa had to say about South Africa. And as well, leave your thoughts in the comment section.
Not living here is not a problem. The thing there is that your brother said there's something an South African guy said here, that we almost go back and fix our place. So I think that is better. We need to go back and fix our place. Because Africans, we are not doing well. Our leaders are not doing well. They are not helping the people. Just like the way the Europeans are doing, Africans are not doing like that. They are failing us. The whole leaders are corrupt and they are not doing well. So these are the problems we are having. I don't have any problem staying here, but due to the crisis, I have to go back and make my place right. Yeah, documented. I came here 2006. I came here to look for a job anyway. But what I came here for, it didn't work out fine. So I have to join the street and look for something else to do. Normally, what I was doing recently, I'm a car wash. I do car polish just to survive. But due to the crisis and the things happening here, I have no other choice than to go home and fix my place.
My name is Emilia Godwin. I am still saying it. Now in my country, I have my mouth to speak. They are wicked. They are wicked and wicked. They don't like us. If you enter a taxi, they make jest of you. They pull you. They beat you. We are just like a slave there. We are just like a slave there. We don't have mouth to talk. We don't even have mouth to talk. We talk too much. They will start hitting you, speaking their language. I will never go to South Africa anymore. Even if my child is born there, she will never go to South Africa anymore. This great opportunity I've been waiting for since 2024, 2014. I came to South Africa. I saw this. I started seeing this sign 3 years, but I didn't see this opportunity to come back. They are wicked. The woman there is useless. Even though they saw that we are married, don't care. They want to have a child with Nigerian man so that they can take their property and kill them. The way they kill my husband. So I cannot go back to South Africa.
Okay, my name is Millie Abu. I've been in South Africa for 23 years. So being there, I haven't obtained any papers because the system is quite difficult, and then also you have to go through a lot of process before you can obtain the papers. And then when I was there, I was a tutor. I also had a spa that I was running, but at a certain time, the police came in there and then they had to take everybody out of there because we didn't have proper documentations to own a salon or a spa or a beauty spa. Yeah.
So when the xenophobic, I'm sure you told us it's the officials that came for your spa.
Yes.
But when the xenophobic attack started, what was your response and what was people's response to it?
Well, when the xenophobic started, it actually affected everyone, even the kids at school, because most teachers, they criticize kids that are from outside. They don't regard them the same way that they regard other kids that are in South Africa. They treat them different. They talk badly about Nigerian nationals just to make other kids to feel supreme or to feel more bigger than other kids. So it actually took a toll on my kids. I, as a parent, I'm always at home because I'm a full-time mom. And then I also tutor, so I don't have time going up and down. But the kids will always come back from school and also inform me that, oh, mommy, this is what I went through at school. The teacher was criticizing, or the teacher would make a comment that, be careful of Nigerians, they're kidnappers, or there are some certain things that is very bad words.
So even though your kids were born in South Africa, they don't have.
No, they don't have proper documentation. They differentiate kids. If a child is born in South Africa from both foreign nationals, the child does not get entitled to having a documentation in South Africa. So,
Interesting. And finally, to wrap things up, do you have any sentiments towards South Africa? Do you think you'll be going back there in future?
well, for now, I don't think I have anything to go back for in South Africa because there's nothing there. I don't have anything to go back to. So I want to start a new life here in Nigeria and see where life takes me.
Exclusively, we hear a lot of things about how South Africans don't do the same thing they do to other black people to their fellow South Africans.
It's
What
true.
can you tell me about that sentiment? Is it just sentiment from we or you that have lived there? Can you tell me if that
Well, it's for everyone. Like, you can be there for long, you won't have a paper, or you can go to a hospital. They will first put their people first before they put a foreigner. Or when you go to a hospital, let's say, for instance, let's say the bill is 1,000. South Africans are privileged to pay less amount, and then foreigners should pay full amount or more than South Africans.
finally, do you think there's a segregation between the white South African and the black South African?
Definitely, there is, because according to the apartheid era, the white had so much dominion over blacks, and which is still what is going on now. You can't see a black South African walking up to a white South African because South African, there's a boundary, and then it still has that impact that as white person has more power over black South Africans.
So please, can you tell me where you live in South Africa and that's the end of it?
Come again?
Like your region in South Africa.
Oh, I was in Pretoria.
All right, thank you very much.
No place like home.
There's no place
I
like
really appreciate our president and other people who support to bring us back here. I thank you so much, our government. Thank you so much. God bless you guys.
Okay, can we get your names first?
Listen, that country, South Africa, is not a place for a black person. You understand? That country, they have dealt with the Nigerians in a way that I don't advise any Nigerian to get a visa and say that he's going to South Africa. You understand? And those who are still there, I want them to just tidy themselves and just come back home. You understand? Because they say that they will start shooting the remaining people, which is African brothers who did not want to go home. You understand? And for that, because of all the hatreds and the injustice I've gotten in South Africa, I said that now that I'm here, I'm going to join politics and I will try do whatever that is humanly possible to make sure that I get to the top. And once I get to the top, I'll be the first African president that will extract South Africa. You understand? Yes, I'm going to be the first African president that will extract them because those people, they are not behaving like Africans.
We can't be paying rent.
Yeah, and they are behaving backward, like what can I say, nomadic people. How can a black man be attacking a black man in an African continent? Are they all right? They have destroyed a lot of business. Once they know that you are a Nigerian, the security, police, everything will just come to your office and they want to extract from you. Day in and day out, they are doing that. So, like I said, I'm gonna join politics and I will do whatever that is humanly possible to make sure that I get to the top. And once I'm in the top, I'm going to be the first African president that will extract South Africa. Thank you.
Okay, there's a claim by South African authorities where you people were getting ready to fly back to Nigeria yesterday.
Come again?
There was a claim by South African authorities yesterday that all of you here that were repatriated today, that you are staying illegally in South Africa. I want you to respond to that.
Yeah, most Nigerians, they are illegal there in South Africa.
So you also do not have documents?
No.
I have asylum.
Let me answer to that. They will say that people are illegal, but then they are not giving documents. How can you not be documenting people and then you end up tagging them as illegal immigrants because you want your police, your forces, your metro, your police, your green beans, whatever you have there, your immigration to be extorting from them. You understand? Because they know that they are not giving papers. So these guys doesn't have papers. So go after them, frustrate them, take money from them every day. And it's not like when they take money from you today, they're going to give you a paper or something. You understand? Tomorrow again, they will come and they'll keep on frustrating you, taking money from you, taking money from day in and day out. As long as you're a Nigerian, as long as you're a Nigerian, you are a target. And now when you say, okay, you want to go home, you get to OR Tambo International Airport, they will still not want you to go home. They will say, hey, your document is not complete. They will give one, they will just give one reason in order to send you back to the prison. You understand? And then after that, you spend all your money, you go back again into the country, and then they are just recycling people as slaves in that country.
Okay, so for how long have you been in South Africa now?
I've been in the country for, let's say, 10 years.
Okay. And you?
Yeah, it's my 8 years.
You're 8 years. So for some Nigerians that are still in South Africa and are living in fear, what do you have to say to them now that they're back home?
Yeah, the only thing I have to advise them is the government doesn't issue paper to foreigners. Likewise, Malawians, Mozambicans, and the Ethiopians, they're just making money from us. Me, I have a paper, but it's expired. I went for renewal, they couldn't renew mine.
They are not renewing the documents.
So that's why when you see police, we are running. When you see immigration, we are running. So we don't have safe life there. Mostly those Zulu people, the way they are attacking Nigerians, they say Nigerians are taking their wives. You see, so things are too tough for most of us there. There's a lot who is there that doesn't want to come because of shame. They don't have money, they have been there for years. So because of that shame, they don't want to come. Even some of my friends, I told them, guys, forget about shame. Let's go home. No place like that.
What's your plan now that you are in Nigeria?
Yeah, my plan now that I'm here in Nigeria, I'm so happy I'm here to see my father's land. I'm so happy. The only thing I will tell other people, please, let's join hands together and see how the country is going to do.
Okay, so they said that there will be subnational support from your different state governments.
Yeah.
What kind of support are you individually
I thank
expecting from the
Governor
government?
Hope Uzodinma for all he did to Imo State. He give Imo State 1 million each person. I thank you so much to our government. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Your name, please.
My name is Emmanuel Washu.
So welcome back home from South Africa.
Thank you so
Home
much.
is home. It's good to be home.
Exactly. No place
So,
like home and peace.
yeah. So can we know your name?
My name is Chukwemeka Chris Okeke.
Chukwemeka Chris Okeke. You're welcome back home once more. So why are you back to Nigeria at this time?
One of the reasons why I decided to come back is that over there in South Africa, we are passing